glad you're here. So finding a posture that's comfortable for you, and we'll spend about half an hour just arriving here together. Maybe, I've had various ideas. Let's see how it goes, but beginning by finding a posture that's supportive for you, how you are in this moment, not yesterday's version of you or tomorrow's version, but who is this human who's arising in this present moment? And tuning into them, tuning into that individual and asking in, what posture is most supportive for me in this moment? Sitting, standing, walking, lying down. What posture supports wakefulness and ease, interest and relaxation, curiosity and rest? And resting into that posture. And maintaining that posture for about 20 minutes, and at 20 minutes there'll be an opportunity to change postures. At that 20-minute mark you can stay as you are, being in choice. And once a choice is made, staying the course, giving this heart, mind, body the opportunity to experience the settling that's possible quite naturally. We don't have to do anything. We can be this precious gift of being. Let's allow these bells to support us in that being. Mind, body, and speech in perfect oneness. I send my heart along with the sound of this bell. May all who hear awaken from forgetfulness, transcending all anxieties and sorrow. Resting and opening, cultivating curiosity and interest in the direct experience of each arising and passing present moment. Resting and receiving. We cultivate curiosity and interest as well as relaxation and ease, the balance of those two. Receptive awareness. As we relax, as we rest, we're able to receive and recognize what we are receiving. We begin to notice contraction and expansion, ease and discontent, satisfaction. We begin to notice what's actually present. And sometimes it's a story that's present, and we notice that. When we notice it, we're not caught in it. It's a very small little shift, slight and quite impactful. Aware of anger is very different from angry. Resting, relaxing, receiving. And noticing, getting interested in our relationship to that which is received. Becoming familiar with the bodily sensation of that pull, the greed, the grasping, the chasing after. Becoming familiar with the bodily sensation, the direct experience of aversion, of the pushing away, the resisting. It's like this. And we get experience recognizing when we're checked out, lost in a story, any of the various experiences of delusion, greed, aversion, and delusion, when met with awareness, that's freedom. It's freedom. In the words of Ajahn Sumedho, Lumpur Sumedho, it's like this. If you're settling in, carry on. Stay as you are and allow the natural deepening to unfold. No need to do anything. If the body is uncomfortable or you're feeling restless, now is a good opportunity to explore a different posture. Sitting, standing, walking, lying down. All of the four postures are supportive for the cultivation of awareness and presence. One is no better than the others. They're all worthy of our cultivation. We don't spend our lives sitting cross-legged under a tree. We'll enjoy 20 more minutes together, resting, opening, receiving each arising and passing present moment. When a strong emotion is present or a familiar, unhelpful story, I often find that just, hi there, is really helpful for me. It's like, oh, hi, I see you. As Noah Levine used to say, maybe still says, don't know, haven't seen him in a long time, but hi there, Mara, I see you. Mara, the personification of doubt, delusion, confusion. Hi there. You might try that on if you like. I see you. Just noticing what happens as we meet each moment, moment by moment, to the best of our ability. receptive awareness. Inviting the heart, mind, body to rest. Maybe the support from Andrea Fella. May the body relax. Maybe that's helpful for you. Just dropping in that invitation. Receiving thoughts, emotions, bodily sensations. We're noticing our relationship to them. Becoming familiar with the habits of mind to chase after, or push away, and check out. No problem, this is what the mind does. Our practice is to know it, to notice it, to recognize it. It brings freedom. Everything leaves a residue. Can you recognize the residue? recognizing the state of your heart-mind. Contracted, distracted, expansive. Can you feel it? Can you know it? Can you meet it? These moments, they make up our life. Let's practice so that we miss fewer of them. Cultivating our capacity to meet what is. It's always changing. What's actually here. In the body, in the feeling tone, noticing pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. In the heart-mind. In the ever-changing flow of experience, all conditioned phenomena. What's here? And continuing to cultivate this awareness of each present moment arising and passing. Resting in, opening up, receiving some more words from me. A series of words from Thich Nhat Hanh. And then the 5 remembrances from the Buddha, offered in kind of a mashup from Plum Village and Amaravati. And then the first 2 verses of the Dhammapada, also a mashup of translations from Gil Fronsdale, Ajahn Jeff, and Bhante Ji. Attuning to our own selves. Receiving. Recognizing. Relating. Waking up, we smile. 24 brand new hours are before us. We vow to go fully. We vow to live fully in each moment and to look at all beings with eyes of compassion. Recognizing the residue. Waking up, we smile. 24 brand new hours are before us. We vow to live fully in each moment and to look at all beings with eyes of compassion. We are of the nature to age. We have not gone beyond aging. We are of the nature to have ill health. We have not gone beyond sickness. We are of the nature to die. We have not gone beyond death. We cannot escape death. We are of the nature to be separated from everyone we love and all we hold dear, for they are of the nature to change. We cannot escape being separated from them. Our actions are our only true belongings. They are the ground on which we stand. We cannot escape the consequences of our actions. If we act for good or for ill, of those results, we will be the heir. All experience is led by heart-mind, born of heart-mind, made of heart-mind. All experience is preceded by heart-mind. Act or speak with a defiled state of heart-mind, and suffering follows, as the cartwheel follows the hoof of the ox, or the bicycle follows the stroke of the pedal. All experience is led by heart-mind, born of heart-mind, made of heart-mind. Act or speak with a pure state of heart-mind, and happiness follows as your shadow follows you without departing. Continuing to cultivate awareness, broadening the field of awareness into movement of the body, like feeling the body moving, noticing how the body might want to move or be moved. And responding with wisdom to that knowing. And when you're ready, as you're ready, bringing in light, as much sightedness as available to you. You're noticing how that feels, allowing the whole practice this evening to be a cultivation of awareness and presence. So that we're just kind of recharging ourselves. We're not doing something that's so out of the ordinary from our daily life, but finding support to be more present in the moments of our life. In a couple of minutes, the church bells next door are going to sound. When you hear them, I'd like to invite you to allow them to just be something that calls you home to yourself, that reminds you, oh, right, I'm practicing the cultivation of awareness. Like that's what I'm doing actively. And please get up, stretch, allow your body to move in a natural way. If you want to use the restroom or get water or tea, now's a great time to do that. And if you don't really want water or tea, just get a little bit of water, because we're going to do a little practice with some water. Continuing to check in with yourself. How am I doing? What's going on in here? Seems like it might be nice to just go around and offer our names and pronouns if that's supportive for you. Augusta. And so I'm really interested in creating the conditions that support the cultivation of awareness and presence. I have found that, like, intentionally, consciously cultivating awareness of the breath or cultivating mindfulness is a beneficial practice. And that for me at this stage of practice, cultivating the conditions that support presence, that support awareness, that support mindfulness is more supportive for actually being present in those difficult moments. I found that although I had a conscious practice, an intentional practice of being mindful, being aware, following the breath, all of those things, something would happen and I would get activated or triggered or scared or angry or whatever, and like would just completely forget that I had a meditation practice. Just gone. And this way of practicing that I'm offering, where it's a cultivation of receptivity and relaxation and interest, has laid the foundation such that when I get activated or when I get scared, awareness is there with it. It's amazing. It's changing my life. It has changed my life. And so I'm interested, that's what I'm offering these days. And, take it or leave it, I'm okay with that. But that's the root of what's coming out of my mouth, is this shift of practice that happened for me about 7 years ago. That's just changed things so dramatically in my life. Yeah, so we'll keep practicing to support ourselves to be here. So we'll be here with ourselves, resting and receiving as we offer our names and pronouns and hear each other's names and pronouns, listening, and then we'll do something with water, and then we'll do the next thing. So, but see if you can remember, like, well, how's my body? How's my heart? Like, what's happening? Oh, am I interested? Am I checked out? Am I annoyed? Okay, it's all fine. It's all welcome. These are the experiences of our lives. Let's not push any of it away. So Augusta, she, her. So notice, did the awareness just completely fly away? No. Maybe there's a thread, or maybe it's still strong, right? I forgot. Right? And as we practice that, it starts to just kind of be there in time, over time. So sometimes at Spiritual Friends Sangha, we enjoy a mindful eating practice. And I wanted to do it with water tonight, because I think it's very important that we hydrate ourselves. And we can forget to do that. And it was a hot day. So it just came to me, let's just do water. And then also we have the gift of all of us being able to do the same thing. We'll miss the star fruit and eucalyptus and roses, and we won't have the big mix of things that we have sometimes. But so first, taking your vessel of water and just feeling it, noticing the hardness of it or the non-hardness of it, depending on what type of vessel it is. Letting the sense of the body be there, and that earth element in the hardness or non-hardness. And then look at it, maybe move it around a little bit, and let the eye notice what's seen, Maybe the fluidity of the water is seen and the transparency of the water. Maybe the vessel is seen. Perhaps there's a reflection. Can you notice it? And as the noticing happens and interest increases, do you notice perhaps a little bit of, oh, there's mindfulness, there's awareness there with it. Oh, hi. Maybe. It just kind of pops up. Or it can anyway. We don't have to call it up. It can arise on its own as we cultivate the conditions, it being awareness or presence. And then the sense of smell, give your water a sniff. Hopefully it doesn't smell like anything. Noticing how the heart, mind, body responds to that. And then can you slosh it around? Can you get a little sound out of it? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe we get a little wet. We got a little wet too. I got a cool splash, so like what happens and how's the heart, mind, body respond? What else is there now? I have some bubbles, and then delight arose, and awareness met the delight, and then memories arose. What's happening for you? Can you know what's actually happening as it arises and passes away? And then bringing in the mouth. Feeling the pressure of the vessel as it comes to the lips, the effort of the arms lifting it up. And then feeling the water, the temperature, the viscosity. And noticing what happens when the water comes into the mouth. Is it immediately swallowed? Is it held? Is it swished around? Like, what does the body do? Did you do that? Or is that just what happened? Recognizing conditionality. And have another sip. Notice how it's similar, how it's different. Feeling the body lifting the vessel. And hearing is happening. What else is happening? What else are you noticing? Notice what you notice. As Lian Chi Tran reminds us, you can't see what you can't see. Notice what you notice. Another sip. Present, open, curious. What's the state of the heart? Expansive, contracted, distracted. This too can be known. Thank you. This evening, I wanted to do public practice discussions. So it's an opportunity to have a one-on-one exchange with me and everyone else for that moment in time while it's you and me talking. Everyone else has the opportunity to just listen and receive and notice resonance, notice dissonance, notice contraction, distraction, expansion, like the same as we've been doing for the last hour. It's just different input. And then you'll do that same noticing when we're in conversation. And of course, if you're not interested in exploring your practice with me, that's totally fine. And I'm here to offer support in your practice. Yeah, your practice, quote unquote, on the cushion, right? And your practice in life. Life is happening. Life is happening. How are you meeting it? How are you navigating it? Where's there ease? Where's there dis-ease? How might the Dharma, how might the Buddha, how might the Sangha support that, support you? And I think we'll just start with whoever is feeling like they're interested in doing that with me. And then we'll go around from there, and you can pass or you can go. And if you pass, you can go after. So like there's no pressure. It's just an opportunity to be heard, be seen, be met, and to see what arises in response that might be supportive for you. The joys, the challenges, the sorrows, the delights, the struggles, the successes, all of it. Okay, that's enough introduction. So let's see if anyone wants to try it out. One is appreciating those moments when you're at work and you're really present. Sometimes the practice on the cushion is a support so that we can be present in our lives. That formal practice or time on the cushion isn't intrinsically better than those moments of presence in life. That's the magic of practice. Like that's how we practice. We all practice so we can be good meditators and sit in samadhi for 3 hours or 3 years. Like that's great. But what happens when you get off the cushion, you actually interact with that person who's a little bit irritating, right? Do we lose our cool? When we're less settled, less resourced, I know I can speak for myself, that's when I lose my cool. That's when it's activating for me. And as I'm taking care of myself, then I can navigate those moments. So maybe that can be your barometer, right? And that can be the motivation. Maybe the question could be instead of, how can I motivate myself to get up at 5 a.m. to meditate before I go to work? It can be, what inspires me to be more present with the activities of my life? So I'm like really feeling that as I rub my eyebrow, or really feeling that impulse to scratch the itch, or what's underneath the movement of the toes. Like, can I just get interested in what's actually happening for me? I mean, of course, I don't know exactly, but I would think that there might be the possibility that that thought of like, I should be meditating more, or I want to be meditating more, what would motivate me to meditate more? There's something underneath that that's really beautiful and wholesome. And if you can access what that underneath that is, like what that aspiration is, that might be met through the cultivation of presence and awareness through the waking moments of your day. Does it feel available? Does that feel available? Okay. So noticing how that feels, right? For you to have heard that, like what's going on inside of you, like resonance, dissonance, and everyone else. Something in there was resonant for you or not. You're like, what is she doing? Like, meet that. You might notice what happens if when you wake up in the morning, you just take a beat before you get up of like, hello, to connect with yourself. Hi, how you doing? I'm here with you. I have this intention to be present today. Let's see how it goes. And then maybe when you go to bed at night, were there moments of presence today? Was there a moment of presence today? And appreciating that. Because what we appreciate appreciates. Like that's what happens. It can be a kind of a 10-step inventory thing. Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, something that's helped me specifically with traveling is when I land in the new place or before I go to bed in the new place to scout out, where is my meditation spot? And maybe even set it up so that it's there, because the routine has changed. And so we need to make the new routine, right? And so that's been really helpful for me. And then also sometimes when traveling or when there's a guest visiting, we might want to shorten our practice. And that's okay. There is a support of, as Howie Cohn says or used to say, put your tush on the cush. There is a support of setting it up and getting into your posture, even if you're there for 3 breaths. I mean, 5 minutes makes a difference in our day, and 3 breaths makes a difference in the next day. We're more likely to get back to it faster if we don't leave the habit of the physical thing, even if we're not actually like meditating. Yeah, and then with house guests, it can be hard because we're hosting, right? And we want to be with our people or our person or whatever. Something that helps me is knowing how much more grounded and stable I am in my life. And I prefer my behavior when I put the time in. So that helps me remember, like, oh, actually, I want to give that gift to my house guest as well. It's like the more resourced me. And so sometimes that means having a conversation with them. Like, I have this practice, I'm going to spend 20 minutes or an hour or 5 minutes or whatever it is by myself doing this thing, and either tell them when you're going to do it or have a conversation. You know, what do you think might work well for us while you're here for me to do this? Would you want to go for a walk or go to the cafe, or I could support you in making coffee first, or, you know, so that you don't feel like you're leaving them or imposing on them, if that's part of what gets in the way. Yeah, thanks for sharing all that. Anger is a really normal experience. Full stop. And then when you're navigating any type of loss, and specifically what you named, grief is the response. It's what happens. And anger can be an expression of grief. It's really normal. It's unpleasant. And of course, we don't want to be angry. It doesn't feel good to be angry. We don't like the results of it most of the time. Sometimes it's appropriate and things happen that need to happen. But being angry doesn't feel good regardless. And when we're yelling at someone who we care for, then we do this thing we call in Buddhism of the second arrow. We then shit on ourselves for having done the thing, and it can really cascade and escalate. So I don't know that I ever had a lot of success with this, so this is not advice, but it is a suggestion that people offer, is that when you get angry, it's okay that I'm angry. And after you've done the thing that you don't feel good about, it's okay. I made a mistake. I just took a step in the wrong, unintended direction. It was just a misstep. It was a mistake. It's okay. And it's conditioned. I needed to make some changes in my responsibilities during that period of time when the grief was really intense. I needed to pare down what my responsibilities were so that I had more time for restorative yoga, for acupuncture, for vigorous exercise, for rest, for eating well. I had to really ramp up my self-care. And I found a very strong correlation to my capacity to navigate things relative to how well I was taking care of myself. My meditation practice, like my tush on the cush time, went completely out the window. It wasn't available to me. So I turned to other things to support me, to support presence in community and listening to people and other activities like that, because just by myself meditation thing, it just wasn't available. I could go to meditation gatherings, and you are not me, so you might be possible for you to develop meditation practice during this time. But sitting in community and being in community helped me a lot. And sharing, like you just did, helped me a lot, helped me to remember or to learn that it was a shared experience. because it can be so isolating when we're really suffering. I also found that for me, increasing the time I spent in nature and doing things that I enjoy doing and brought extra attention to the experience. During one of these periods of time, I was in Philadelphia for 2 months in the winter. And so I went ice skating. I love to ice skate. I don't ice skate in San Francisco. It's like, doesn't work. And then I practiced to really be present in the ice skating. So that was very helpful for me. For me, anyway, those 5 remembrances that I offered tonight have really been helpful for me. It's like, I'm of the nature to age. I have not gone beyond aging. I'm of the nature to have ill health. I have not gone beyond sickness. I'm of the nature to die. I have not gone beyond death. Everyone I love and all I hold dear is of the nature to change. I cannot escape being separated from them. My actions are my only true belongings. They are the ground on which I stand. I cannot escape the consequences of my actions. If I act for good or for ill, of those results, I will be the heir. I know it's time and I need to wrap up. I do want to say that something that I thought I would talk about tonight, and it's not what ended up happening. I just want to offer very briefly and succinctly that life is hard. The first noble truth that the Buddha offered after his enlightenment, the first of the 4 noble truths is dukkha, or unsatisfactoriness, discontent, sometimes translated as stress, getting what you don't want, not getting what you do want, having to be with people you don't want to be with, not getting to be with people you do want to be with. Like, it's just inherent. And we can't avoid that. And my experience has been how I'm relating to those difficulties, how I'm relating to those challenges. That's what informs the quality of my life. You know, if I'm running after stuff or chasing away or pushing away or trying to distract, it's like it doesn't really work. And when I meet, oh, I'm really angry, or I'm really scared, or I'm really sad, and I can feel that and meet that and then do things to take care of myself so that I have capacity to meet that, that's what allows me to move through it. And I'm not happy at all with what's going on in this country. And I find that because of that, I'm spending more time resourcing myself, and then I have energy to show up in a way where I can be for what I'm for, not fighting what I'm against. And the energy of fighting is fighting, and fighting like anger just doesn't feel good. And when I can find the thing of like, oh, I'm for this, and I can put energy in that direction, really helps me. And I think that it's beneficial for society. So it's not wrong that shit sucks. Shit sucks. That's life. How do you navigate that? Hi, thank you. All right, so with this first bell, massaging our bodies in preparation for stand-in. I don't like the sound. You've been sitting still for a long time. It's really nice to massage the body. My hands are full, so you're not seeing me model that right now, but it's really great tapping or massage. And then a little stretch, and then so we can stand. And if you're feeling it, turn it into the Sangha. Bow in appreciation for the Sangha. And then turning out 180. And please repeat after me. Or first, lifting up anyone with whom you want to share the merit of our practice. And everyone impacted by the carceral system and this immigration shit. Anyone you want to lift up? And please repeat after me. May the fruits of our practice
May the fruits of our practice
benefit all beings
benefit all beings
and bring peace and liberation to all.
and liberation to all.
Thank you so much for your presence and for your practice. I'll be here next week. Come if you like.